With the thought of getting a victory on the road, the T-Wolves came into the arena tonight with a look of confidence. So the Timberwolves win the tip. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the 1. Edwards can't hit.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. It was their most wins in the season in franchise history. It just didn't play out that way.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now here's Paul. Up top, Crowder. Now Bridges. Here's Paul. Just 5 to shoot. And there's Bridges. That's good. On the assist from Paul. The Suns' regular season dominance last year speaks to this team's strength.
Oh, yeah, they are so tight between the connection of the coaching staff and the point guard and CP3. These guys have talent. They've been through the ups and downs. They know what it takes to get to the top of the mountain. Make no mistake, this Phoenix team is playing to win it.
Russell. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Russell, throughout the course of the game, wants to constantly put pressure on the defense. He did so there.
And both free throws good for Russell. And it's Phoenix's ball. Paul with it. Pass to Booker. The 3. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time.
And this is the type of play where Devin Booker's going to gain a lot of confidence and might start getting aggressive.
Russell to pass to Towns. Sends it home from three-point land.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 5.
Booker getting contact, still finding a way to finish through it.
Outside Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. And another 3 from Minnesota.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Paul against Russell. Outside for Booker. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's on Anthony Edwards.
You might as well throw up the points. Booker shot 90% from the free throw line during the regular season. We've gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers, so a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office.
Well, you talk about Booker's high-powered offense. He's a rare member of the 70-point club with only 5 other players in NBA history. Brett, you got Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, Elgin Baylor, and David Robinson.
Man, B.A., if you could sit down at a table to talk about your 70-point night, I'd like to be a server at that table.
2 minutes remaining in the
ball against Russell. Three-pointer, Bridges. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Pass to Gobert. Bridges against Towns. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
3rd team foul.
And there's 1:45 left in the first quarter. So it's Minnesota now. Here's Edwards.
How about Chris Paul just in the right position, so smart on both ends of the floor.
Off with the layup. Russell against Booker. 1:24 left now in the first quarter. Right wing. Clock at 6. And here's Crowder from the arc. Right side, Paul. Bridges passes to Crowder. Bridges outside. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Suns foul. DeAndre Ayton. Second personal foul. 4th team.
Yeah, so talented. There's very little Russell can't do. It's just about the consistency, but the talent is all there.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Pass to Edwards. And there's the drive. And Edwards slams it in.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Outside for Booker. Off target with the 3.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Towns against Ayton. Towns passes to Gobert. That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Now here's Paul. Looking for his first basket, still in this one. Outside for Booker. No good on the triple. And so it's Minnesota with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter.
And please give a big round of applause for your Suns Youth team.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3. That's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now here's Edwards. And Brent, we hear talk about teams finding their identity. For those that don't know, can you break down what that really means?
Well, one of the key things, BA, is you come out of a training camp in any given year. You're trying to find the right rotation of players and combinations of players that's going to establish what it is that you're capable of doing. And 30 games into the season, that identity can start to show itself. Great coaches in the league will adapt to the things that they're seeing from their rosters to give them the best chance to win.
Outside Russell. Got a piece of it. It's a one-on-one situation. Booker against Edwards. Outside Booker. Here's Paul. And Gobert with a block.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
Outside Russell to the paint. Here's Towns up and over Crowder. Russell the pass to Towns. And here's Edwards. Booker defending. Booker against Edwards. No good. He's missed 5 of his 8 attempts. The Suns have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second.
DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. Shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
It's Edwards on the wing. The rebound by Devin Booker. And the former 1-1, the first overall draft pick. Aiden, he's just a different matchup.
That size, BA, and that great touch around the rim. He runs the floor. He's a big presence down there. You just don't see a ton of centers like him around this league like you once did in the 80s and early 90s. Aiden's game presents a pretty hefty matchup issue.
Russell against Bridges. Russell to pass to Towns. Left side, Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The baseline J is on the way. Ooh, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Suns trailing. Here's Crowder. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pass to Booker. There's the 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. 1:44 left to play in the first half. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Here's Towns. Banked it in off the glass. Towns has got 5 now.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
Crowder right side. The 3 is up. And the three-pointer goes. Crowder's got his first 3 points of the game.
It's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Edwards a screen on Paul. In transition, here come the Suns. Bridges outside. Pass to Paul. And Gobert with a block. Count it. The Timberwolves trail. 30 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Towns into the lane. And it's powered home by Towns.
Fantastic use off the bounce by Towns, getting all the way to the rim.
There's 18 seconds left in the second period. Now Paul looking for his first basket, still in this one. 4 on the clock. And here's Crowder from the arc. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton touched it last.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
Here's McLaughlin. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Timberwolves ahead, leading by a point. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
On the court for Minnesota, Nas Reed out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Taurean Prince. Then it's Jalen Noel. And it's McLaughlin in at the point.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Here's Anderson. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Anderson's gotten his first points in this one. Payne with it. Pass to Lee. And Cameron Payne is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's McLaughlin. Here's Prince. Here's Noel. Good work there as it goes.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Here's Shamet. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Outside Johnson. Puts up a three. Hits the three-pointer.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face. After taking Cam Johnson 10th in the 2019 draft, the Timberwolves promptly sent him and Saric to the Suns in exchange for Jarrett Culver.
And the Suns shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. It's Shamet on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. This for the tie! And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Well, remember, the Suns received heavy criticism for acquiring Johnson in that draft day trade.
BA, I don't know that it was about the players so much as how old Cam Johnson was and Phoenix maybe trying to explore an upside guy with that high of a pick. Well, feels like the GM knew what he was doing. Cam Johnson's been a huge addition to this team, and his shooting has been remarkable.
Anderson for 3. That one no good. And Phoenix the other way now. Outside Payne. For the lead. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Cam Payne just a grinder and has stuck with it. His career arc is quite interesting. Spent time in the G League, and a few years back he was out of the league. Now he's back, he's confident, he's dependable, and he's a huge part of a team playing winning basketball. And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Outside Anderson. Pass to Reed to stop the run. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And it's going to go on Cameron Payne.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy basket.
He's off on the second. The Suns leading. Now here's Johnson. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And here's Payne outside. That shot off the mark. The Timberwolves have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Here's Noel. And the basket is good.
Didn't want to settle for something going away from the basket. Aggressive with a finger roll.
Now here's Payne. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Shamet. The kick out to Johnson. Here's the 3. Pure from 3-point range. Johnson's got 6 here in the quarter.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
Back to Noel. The rebound by Shamet. The Suns on offense. They're on a 10-2 run here. Here's Lee. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. Some changes for Minnesota. 59 seconds left in the third quarter. Edwards against Booker. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 ball. And it's Gobert with a rebound. For Minnesota, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Ball passes to Booker. 30 seconds left in the third. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Booker's got 13.
This isn't all that surprising. Remember, Devin Booker once put 70 up in an NBA contest.
Edwards against Booker.
Highlight reel little dribble move, and then the athleticism takes over. Woo!
Yep, he wasn't going to be denied there, showing all the skill. And it's Paul off the drive. Good chance here for Crowder. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got his 5th assist in this one.
Old school, mid-range, Jay Crowder, that's 2.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
And the first one at the line is good.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards.
He hits the second from the line. The last one's off. They'll settle for 2. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center position. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Edwards.
Good show of strength and confidence from Devin Booker that time. I like to see him active on the defensive end.
Here he goes. Pass to Paul. Outside for Booker, and there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Paul against Russell. Clock at 6. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Suns lead by 3.
So good with the handle is Chris Paul, putting the D on its heels.
And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, that's a big bucket. Putting the offense on his shoulders right there.
And here's Paul. Outside Booker. Crowder with a screen. 4-3. And Booker hits from deep.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Here's Edwards, and he'll draw the foul. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach is given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed.
The previous play is under review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Monty Williams was going over with his team. He likes what he's seeing, but he cautioned his players, we are not far enough ahead to assume anything. Momentum can shift in a heartbeat. We have to be diligent, and we have to be smart.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Russell against Paul. Outside Booker. Paul against Russell. Outside for Booker. And the layup falls. Booker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's not going to miss an opportunity to find a teammate. Chris Paul delivers.
Towns down low. He's against Crowder. That one goes. Count it.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
Take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Ball passes to Crowder. And here's Booker. Lays it up and banks it in. Booker's got 20.
That's got to feel good. A guy who can score, stepping up and hitting buckets, as important as that one.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Russell against Crowder. There's a minute 54 left in the final quarter. Bridges outside. And the Suns get another three.
And that's a shot Bridges needs to just keep sinking. You can see his confidence growing.
Outside Edwards. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Crowder outside. Outside Booker. Driving in. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. And that's an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
1:07 left in the 4th. Towns a screen on Paul. Here's Russell.
Crowder not giving up an inch on that shot attempt.
The shot by Russell, no good. Now Paul. Pass to Crowder. 4 on the clock. Paul drives in. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
And the trust this team has in Gobert. They know he looks to come up huge in the clutch.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Paul against Russell. It's Booker on the wing. There's the triple. And he can't get that one. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves. But at the end of the
And we've got a game that's sure to be a crowd pleaser, Greg. Two high-octane offenses going head-to-head.
And it's not just run and gun. Each team has a very well-refined attack. And this kind of matchup comes down to which side can maintain their energy through all 4 quarters.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the 3 slot. Now here's Morant. No coverage that side.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
Screen by McDaniel. Russell kicks to McDaniels. And finished off by Edwards.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Now here's Morant for 3. Sinks the 3-pointer. Morant's got 5 now.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Edwards can't hit.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
And something that gets overlooked is how good of a passer Steven Adams is.
You're totally right, GA. He's gotten much better with his vision. Knows how to find cutters and open guys out of the high post. Plus, he's skilled at throwing those full-court touchdown passes.
Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 4-point game.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Now here's Morant. He's got 5. Pass to Bain. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Beautiful mechanics from Desmond Bain. Doesn't need much time to get his shot off.
Outside Edwards. He takes it in, and he elevates for the slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Now, here's Bain. Back to Morant. And finished up by Morant.
The quickness of Ja Morant is what makes his drives deadly. Where did he go?
Outside, Towns. Russell dishes to Edwards. Launches it. They get the rebound. Towns. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And how about Towns there taking full advantage of that size, just dominating the glass on that second chance opportunity.
Edwards against Morant. In the corner, it's Bain. Jackson setting the pick here for Bain. Nice move. Jackson misses. Timberwolves trail by 4. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
And so he makes both from the line.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And Edwards with the stuff.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Now here's Morant. He has 7. Brooks kicks to Bain. Now here's Morant for 3. And another miss by Memphis. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. And Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Now here's Morant. Will it go? Jackson kicks to Morant. 5 on the clock. There's the lob to Jackson.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Russell finds Edwards. Russell against Morant. Towns a screen on Bain. Back to Edwards. And Adams sends it back.
You see the effort defensively. Adams doing a great job of closing the space.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Here's Morant. And he goes right over to Angelo Russell and slams it down.
As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
The three from Morant. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Grizzlies. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Out to Edwards. No good on the triple. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Russell passes to Edwards. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Trains the three-pointer.
Wow, what range from Bain!
Timberwolves trail by 5. Russell feeling it out a bit. Outside Edwards. Lets it go from deep. And they get it back. The Grizzlies shooting it as well as you're going to see. 67%. Bain, no good. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And it's Towns penetrating. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Memphis leading by 5. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Great footwork from Bain, finding his opening.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just landed in. He wanted to make a statement.
And Edwards with the stop.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
He's really taken a hold of this first half and made it his. He is making all the right decisions out there.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
And here we go. Morant heading to the hoop. And Morant throws it down.
Ja Morant in the open floor. This guy's speed is next level, and he can finish.
Here's Edwards. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
Stolen by Jackson. Back to Morant. Three-pointer. Drills it from outside. Morant's got 20. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
The way they've been going after steals in this game, it has been super impressive. They are wreaking havoc right now.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
Efficient from range, Desmond came into the league with a sharp three-point shot.
Here's Russell. Sinks that one from the post.
Poor interior defense. If you play him soft, he's going to kill you.
Morant with it. 20 points for him. Outside, Bane. Out to Brooks. Shoots the three. Hits it from three-point range. Brooks has got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, Brooks prefers to shoot his threes head on, but he has the stroke to make the short corner shot.
Memphis leading by 20. There's the triple. Rebound, Minnesota.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss.
And really one of the more mobile bigs in our league. You simply have to account for Towns on the drive.
Pass to Bane. Back to Morant. Jackson a screen on Edwards. Morant drives in. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one is on Towns.
The ability to stop and start, change pace. Morant's a handful off the dribble.
Good on both. Here's Russell. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Memphis controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
So on the floor for Memphis, we've got Tyus Jones, and it's Green in at the 3. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Reed. Here's McLaughlin. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Memphis leading by 20.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
The dish now to Anderson. The offensive rebound. Reed kicks to Prince, and the foul called on Danny Green. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Noel. Tries yet again. Here's Anderson. Kicks it out to Prince. And too long on the shot.
And well, he's going to have some explaining to do on the sideline about why he took that shot.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. Back to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Reed with the block. And he gets it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Timberwolves trail by 18. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Noel passes to McLaughlin. Here's Prince. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jones looking for an opening. They kick it out to Green. And that comes off the assist by Jones. More and more defenses switch everything now, Steve. And if you were coaching, is that how you'd play it? Is that how you would teach it?
You know, Kevin, yes, sometimes you have to switch, but I think the best coaches, what they do best is they show you different looks, and timely they'll do it. Sometimes they'll trap it, sometimes they'll hedge the pick and roll, and sometimes they'll just go under.
And the Grizzlies leading by 21.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:57 left to play in the third. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Here's McLaughlin. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Reed. In the air. Tillman grabs the miss.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Jones from outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
3 points.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
And again, it's Memphis with the three.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by the Grizzlies.
On the basket by Jones. Jones has got 6. Minnesota's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. The kick out to Anderson. Here's Reed. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Jones for 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. Jones has got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
For them, the first half was maybe more of a filling out process. Now it's winning time.
Now, how did he manage to change his shot midair?
Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here he goes. Unable to get that one. Nice D from Brooks. And for Memphis, they're shooting the lights out in this building, 68% from the field. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Timberwolves on offense. Edwards drives in, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And he's got more than a few ways to beat you. Edwards will be aggressive when he has to initiate contact and create the N1 opportunity.
Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Morant's got 25 points in the game. The pass to Towns. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Very nice stretch from them, but the reason why they are not into this game, they have to get some stops.
Right side, Edwards. Bucket is good. He's got 25.
Pure determination here, guys. A fourth quarter run that has them looking better and better as we get ready for the stretch run.
Out to Brooks. Edwards against Morant. 6 on the shot clock. From downtown. The shot, no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Here's Edwards. It's over Morant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive and trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games.
Back to Morant. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Morant dishes to Adams.
One of the most impactful defenders in the game. Gobert's long arms put fear in the hearts of shooters.
The Grizzlies with another miss. There's Russell with the 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
2 minutes remaining.
Edwards against Morant. Brooks outside. Shoots. And that time, also a missed shot.
I guess even he has took this one of those once in a while.
The shot by McDaniels, no good. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Here's Morant. And the rejection by Towns. And here's Edwards from the arc. Here's McDaniels. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Morant. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Shrewd decision on the shot by Morant. Goes into the defender to make sure he gets fouled.
He's perfect from the line this time. Timberwolves trail by 16.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Memphis.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Hey, listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ja Morant.
What was impressive to me, it felt like he made an impact in so many areas. Some of the effort won't show up in the stat sheet, but I noticed it.
Jacks up a three, and the three ball is good. Morant's got 30 points.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Good on the triple.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And here's Morant. Just 5 on the clock. Brooks for 3. And it's Russell with the rebound. Now McDaniels. Edwards fires from way outside. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith.
A great way to finish the week strong. Friday. And these two teams really get it done on the offensive end. Grant, how much of that is the system?
Well, these teams have great systems, but ultimately it's about the players. The coaching takes you a long way, but it's a players' league. You need skilled guys who can execute your system, especially when you're in the playoffs.
Here are the 5 for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center position, locking down the middle. Now here's Paul. Pass to Crowder. Back to Paul. It's Bridges on the wing. He shoots. And he misses his first shot. Outside Morant. Launches a 3. The shot no good. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Paul. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Outside Morant. Shot from the wing. Yep, that one goes.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Well, Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Now here's Morant. And here's Bane. Outside for Morant. Just 5 on the clock. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Morant's got 5.
Oh, Morant sinks the answer with authority. He's feeling the competitive fire after that last trade.
Outside for Booker. No good from outside.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Bane, no good. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. And it's Paul off the drive. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Even in the later stages of his career, Paul's handles remain incredible. He's got that thing on a string. What a move.
Jackson, the screen. To the inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop, that thing is over.
Paul against Morant. Pass to Booker. Back to Paul. Outside for Booker. Buries it from 3. Booker's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
Here's Bane. Crowder grabs the miss.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Out of bounds, it'll be Memphis's ball.
A classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
Memphis leading. One thing you notice about these Suns, RJ, many of them are considered strong two-way talents.
And that is such a list for your team. Having guys that can get it done on both sides of the floor instead of trying to balance a lineup of just pure specialists.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
Outside for Booker. Lets it go from deep. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Bane. Brooks outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Up top, Paul. Pounded by Morant. And Booker puts up a deep 3. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 11 shots to go. From deep, Bane. And Ayton pulls it down. The Suns have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Bridges. Paul passes to Crowder. Outside for Booker. And it's Booker again missing. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Pass to Bane. This one for 3. Phoenix grabs the miss.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Morant with it. 5 points in the game. And then Morant with the dunk.
Showing off that vert. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
Bridges outside. Back to Paul. And so the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams scoring well, but it's all top. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position. Gets the three to fall.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Kicks it out to Jackson. The three from Bain. Knocks down the triple. Bain's got 6.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Bridges passes to Paul. Back to Bridges. Jackson against Crowder. For 3, Booker. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now.
When we evaluate players, one thing that gets overlooked, age. Take Jaren Jackson Jr. He was only 18 when he got drafted in 2018.
Adams, shot's good.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. It's Booker on the wing. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. 14 points for him. You know, for Triple J, it took time to develop. Year 4 with Memphis was a special one, Richard.
Jackson unlocked his defensive potential amongst the best shot blockers in the entire league. You have to give those young guys time before making a true judgment.
Back to Morant. There's Jackson with the 3. Doesn't go that time. And Phoenix the other way now. Outside Paul. Bridges outside. Crowder outside. Wide open. Yes, on the jumper. Crowder's got his first 2 points.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Here's Morant. He has 7. Out to the right wing. Now Adams. Outside for Morant. Can't nail the jumper. Phoenix has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. That's good from Paul. On the assist by Booker. And now a 4-point Phoenix lead.
The defense looking lazy there. You can't allow Paul to get inside like this. That's just asking for trouble.
Shoots. Morant with the bucket. Morant's got 9 points. We've got 1:55 left in the half. Now here's Paul for 3. Booker. He's got it. 6 of 10 now. And RJ, you took a part in a lot of playoff basketball. Compare the intensity of the regular season versus the postseason.
It's so different preparing for a regular season game than a postseason game. You have more experience. You understand what the other team is going to do. So the prep is that much more higher, but you also have to execute at an entirely different level.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Jackson for 3. Crowder grabs the miss. For Phoenix, they've gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go in the second quarter. Pass to Paul. Crowder left side. from behind the arc. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 4 rebounds now. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Oh, misses the dunk. Phoenix has got 3 of 5 to fall from beyond the three-point line in the second. Crowder outside. The kick out to Paul from deep. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3. That's on Steven Adams.
And the leadership Paul brings to this team is so incredibly important. His teammates really rally behind him.
And he nails the third.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And he's going for the lob. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. And they're on the break. Here's Ayton. Phoenix no good that time either. And here's Morant. Pass to Bane. Can they get it? Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's Phoenix. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be back in a moment. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
They've got John Conchar. Also, Tyus Jones out there. Xavier Tillman is out there with Danny Green. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Well, the Grizzlies shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star. And then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Šarić. Here's Shaman from outside the arc. It's not going to go for him. Jones with the ball. Fires the 3. Fires it in the triple. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Pass to Payne. Clock at 4. Fires from deep. Nails it from 3. Payne's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
That 3's off the mark.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Lee. From deep, Johnson. And the Suns get another 3.
Well, if you let him shoot freely, you're going to give up a lot of trays.
The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Jones, the pass to Green. Outside Jones. Out left to the wing. Here's Conchar. Gets it to go from the corner.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Phoenix has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. Pass to Lee. The 3 is up. Grizzlies with the rebound. And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
The kick out to Johnson. Back to Payne. Inside. Pass to Shaman. Fires the three. That shot, no good.
And he does it right in his face. This is how you answer a three with a three. Just merciless.
Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. For Phoenix, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Drives to the hoop. It's Shamet on the wing. Back to Lee. The kick out to Johnson. Shoots from 14. No good. A bit long that time. Memphis has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Outside, Green. For 3. And it's Lee with the rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Sharp. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Phoenix. And both free throws good for Sharp.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Green with a screen on Payne. Outside, Green. Pass to Conchar. To the wing on the left. And another miss by Memphis.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Stolen by Jones. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Fires for 3. Connects from downtown. Jones has got himself on the board with a 3 there. Here's Payne. Pass to Shamet. Here's Lee. And so it's Phoenix closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Their defensive efforts have paid off. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And the Grizzlies shooting only 39% so far in the game. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Phoenix shooting 54% from the field so far in this one. Booker with it. Checked by Brooks. Now Booker takes a 3. Score it. 13 shots, 9 makes. Solid.
Plays hard in every facet of the game. Nothing that Booker can't do.
Outside Bain. Pass to Adams. Jackson on the wing. Over Booker. Jackson gets the bucket. And a chance to add to the lead here.
Yeah, BA, they should really stick with what they've been doing.
Bridges outside. Crowder left side. Wide open look. Good. He hits the jumper.
Intelligent ball movement. The offense looking one step ahead there.
Moran against Paul. Now here's Moran. Adams finds Bain. From the arc. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
And here's Booker. From downtown. Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. 10 of 14 from the field.
What focus from Booker. He was dead set on hitting that three-point answer.
From deep, Morant. The long distance 3 is buried.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Outside Paul. Fires for 3. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got his 5th rebound in this one. From deep, Morant. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Here's the 3. And Booker pulls it down. The Suns have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Bridges with it. Checked by Brooks. For three, Booker. The offensive rebound. Puts up a three. And there's Bridges. That's good. On the assist from Crowder.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. You gotta at least show a little heart out here. And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from three.
Crowder finds Bridges. It's Booker on the wing. Takes a three. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Moran against Paul. A good look from Bane. And a great assist by Moran as that one goes. Bane's got 5 points in the quarter.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
The Suns have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. A minute 9 left in the game. Bridges outside. Back to Crowder. This one for three. The shot won't fall. Now Memphis takes it the other way.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Time for the fans now to celebrate a win for the Suns.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Devin Booker.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
And here's Crowder from the arc. And it's Bane with the rebound. And here's Memphis. It's a 10-point game. To the middle. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Booker with it. The kick out to Paul. So the Suns win it. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are...
2K Sports brings you the NBA on a Friday afternoon. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg. And Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish. And we're going to see guys moving the ball. And Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Russell, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Here's Paul. The kick out to Crowder. Booker outside. To the inside. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Ayton. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Russell passes to Edwards. Timberwolves keep it alive. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Booker with no one around, and it's off from three-point range. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Crowder kicks to Booker. Back to Crowder. And so just over a minute and a half played. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Feeds it to McDaniels. No good. Shot missing. The Suns go the other way with it, and he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And that one falls for Bridges. Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
Russell against Paul. Here's Ayton. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Paul is so gifted at creating for his teammates. I mean, he's just got a special knack, and it's one that's been honed over years and years of playing. He really does work hard to get everybody involved.
Edwards passes to Towns. Timberwolves passing it around. Second chance shot. Russell with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
You know, Russell is so smooth. He's got deceptive length, which allows him to get those shots off behind the arc.
Paul dishes to Booker. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
I like his tenacity getting to the basket there, even though the dunk rattled out. 99 times out of 100, you'll get the dunk or the foul.
Back to Towns. Outside Russell.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Out to Edwards. Just 4 to shoot. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
Ball against Russell. Booker the pass to Paul. And there's the drive. On the wing, Bridges. Ayton inside. Defended by Gobert. That one goes. Count it.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Russell kicks to Edwards from outside the arc. And Paul pulls it down. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. Third all-time in career assists, second all-time in career assist percentage. And he looks far from done.
Towns dishes to Russell. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Fades and shoots. And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Edwards. Gobert's got his second basket of the game. Russell against Paul. Now the pass to Booker. Crowder kicks to Booker. From deep. Bridges passes to Booker. Gobert pulls it in.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws of this one.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
How about the work ethic of Anthony Edwards? Not to mention that linebacker build and the sweet shooting stroke. But what he wants most is to see his team succeed. That's what you love about AE.
Here's Booker. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game.
Your Timberwolves today.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we're watching with the Timberwolves, guys.
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Boy, I like the aggressive nature they're playing with here. Not playing soft at all. They're going right at them.
Setting the floor for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. The Suns trail. Paul finds Crowder. Booker in the corner. Back to Crowder. Paul outside. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Out to the right wing. And it's Towns penetrating, and that one is good.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Paul against Russell. Booker the pass to Ayton. Here's Paul. Gobert with the block. Outside Edwards. To the paint. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. Well, Greg, we see it every year. Those overachieving teams in the NBA. What enables them to be greater than the sum of their parts?
Well, listen, luck can play a part, but confidence is a huge factor as well. If you walk into that gym every night believing you'll find a way to win, oftentimes you do.
Paul dishes to Ayton. Bridges inside. Working on McDaniels.
And on the slam, Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can contest.
Edwards passes to Gobert. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Suns trail by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. And they are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. DA, thank you.
2 shots.
And Edwards drops them both. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Ball against Russell. Pass to Booker. Gobert with the block. Russell looking around. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Russell. Towns has got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves.
2 minutes remaining in that. 2 minutes.
1:56 left to play here in the second quarter. Kicks it out to Booker. Crowder is screen on Edwards. For three, Booker. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Edwards with the stop.
Boy, Edwards doing a nice job excelling in transition. Has a really good understanding of how to fill the lane and get where he needs to be.
Ball passes to Bridges. 1:22 left now here in the second. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake. Edwards kicks to Gobert. Passes it to McDaniels. Bridges with the steal. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Pass to Ayton. Back to Paul. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
The craftiness of Paul really on display everywhere, but especially inside and forcing defenders to commit fouls.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Edwards dishes to Towns. Edwards inside, defended by Booker. And again, it's Minnesota.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
And there he goes, Booker, showing off the vert.
Timberwolves leading by 7. And here's Russell. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half of the game. From deep. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Crowder kicks to Bridges. Just 3 on the clock. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And
22. The Suns. 15.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
And, you know, that's what delights him most. That's what he takes most pride in. He loves being the chief facilitator.
Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
You know, one of the things the team has confidence with Prince in is finishing on the break.
Payne looking around to the middle. Here's Johnson. Back to Payne. Johnson finds Payne. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's Lee. And Lee with the stuff.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Here's McLaughlin. On the pass to Anderson. And here's Reed. Lock at 6. Fires from deep. A rebound by Johnson. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. They trail by 6. Kicks it out to Johnson. Launches it. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Jaric is highly engaged and very good at keeping the defense on their toes and making them commit the foul.
And he makes both free throws.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
It's Prince on the wing. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. It's hauled in by the Suns. Shamet with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Now here's Johnson driving to the basket. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It goes on Kyle Anderson. This is his first free throw of the game.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
Prince outside. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Prince, the pass to Reed. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Anderson against Johnson. Lays it up off the glass.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
McLaughlin, the pass to Reed. He kicks it to Prince. Here's McLaughlin. Powered down with both hands.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for.
Here's Noel. He's covered by Shamet. Pass to Reed. 1:43 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Noel. Rejected by Payne. Here's Sharich. And slam dunk by Sharich.
You know, once he's in the paint, Sharich is ready to throw it down.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Here's McLaughlin. Kicks it out to Prince. Misses the 3. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Johnson dishes to Lee. The rebound by Prince. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's McLaughlin, and he uses the glass on the layup. McLaughlin's got 4 points this quarter.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Payne kicks to Shamet. Passes it to Johnson. Lee sets a screen for Johnson. And Lee with the stuff.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Prince misses.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Shamet kicks to Payne. Pass to Johnson. For the tie. Can't knock in the 3. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at center. Ball against Edwards. Bridges outside. On the wing, Booker. And he hits it to tie the game up.
and he's got plenty of range and the confidence to match. Booker believes he's going to hit every three he takes.
Gobert with a screen on Paul. Russell passes to Towns, and there's the call on DeAndre. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
17-foot shot on the way.
You know, people sometimes forget what a pesky and physical defender Chris Paul is for a guy who's not that big. He influences a lot of shots out there.
Now Bridges. Inside and stolen by Russell. They get a hand on it. Down low. And here is Ayton. Wants to get it to Booker and does. To take the lead. Another three for Phoenix.
And what a baller Booker is, capable of torching you from any spot on the floor.
Russell kicks to Edwards. Over in the corner, McDaniels. 5 on the clock. Russell pushes to McDaniels. And the Timberwolves call time.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. He is upset about the perimeter play. He told the guys on the defensive end stay connected to the shooters. The offensive end, if you don't have an open shot, pass it around. And see if the ball starts to unstick, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
Suns leading by 3. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Paul passes to Booker. Two free throws coming up. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the official
Previous play
constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay,
The ruling on the floor stands.
fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
Here's Edwards, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, and when Edwards is aggressive, I think it forces defenders to try to get physical back, and when he's close to the rim, he usually is able to draw the foul as a result.
And Edwards drops them both.
And really, the tension could not be higher right now. And he looked like he was shooting free throws at practice. What a cool customer.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Russell against Paul. There's the dish to Booker. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Booker's got the lead up to 6 now for the Suns. Here's Russell with the 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Booker looking around. To the inside. And Ayton throws it down.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
You can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
And the clock is going to expire on an impressive all-around win for the Suns.
They had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Devin Booker.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
The kick out to Crowder from deep. Nailed from three-point land. And the Suns lead by 11.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Edwards, that's good.
Yeah, you know, once Edwards flips that switch, now he stays fully engaged. His offensive arsenal is on full display.
Booker with it. So the Suns win it. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home.
for a fast-paced game today, it seems. These teams like to get out on the break and run as much as possible, Grant.
Hey, B.A., get your popcorn. There'll be a lot of speed out there, almost a track meet. Believe that. Yeah, you see each side has a great deal of speed. Both teams will be looking to play to their strength and get easy buckets in transition.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. And so it's Minnesota with it. The Grizzlies making their last shot. And here's Edwards outside. Adams grabs the miss. The 3 from Bain. The shot off that time. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Here's Edwards. And he drives in. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Pass to Brooks. Adams with a screen on McDaniels. Brooks, the pass to Adams. Outside for Morant. From the arc. Minnesota with a rebound. First quarter, just over a minute played. Count that bucket.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns entered the league as a force in scoring the basketball. Now he's honing his passing skills.
Morant with it. Brooks a screen on Russell. Three-pointer. Morant, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Bain against Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, defense has no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
Here's McDaniels. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
The NBA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon. And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Yeah, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Here's Bain. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Morant with it. Russell covering. There's Jackson with the 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
That one misses.
No one expected to see that. He's been owning the line as of late.
The 3 from Bain. The shot, no good. And Minnesota the other way with it now. Pass to McDaniels. 1:57 left in the first quarter here. The layup misses. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them. Are you serious? That is some power from a point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Morant with the slam!
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Pass to Russell. Here's McDaniels. Back to Russell. Over Morant. That one's wide left. Memphis trailing here. Outside Bain. Jackson with a screen on Edwards. And he lobs it up. Bain finds Jackson. Back to Bain. Ooh, poked away. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Pass to Russell. Now Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Boy, this guy's such an instinctive passer. D'Angelo Russell could average double-digit assists if he wanted to.
And here's Jackson. Brooks with it. Three-pointer. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. McDaniels from long range. On target from range.
Boy, Rudy Gobert usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the 1. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Morant's got 8 points.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot. The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
They get it back. Outside McDaniels. The 3-ball. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Well, Memphis shooting only 31% in the game. Pass to Payne. Lets it fly. And that one's long. And the Jacksons, just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Grant.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
Jackson outside. Now here's Brooks. Over to the wing. 5 to shoot. Morant with the slam!
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. Outside Edwards. Outside Russell. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Adams. Here's Gobert. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got 5 rebounds in the game. And you listen to the great defenders. They talk about disrupting the rhythm of a score. Doris, how do they accomplish that?
I think it can occur, Brian, in any number of ways. The first thought you have, obviously, is being physical, obviously within the rules. You can try to deny touches. You can try to deny spots on the floor that players are trying to get to. It can also be psychological. Try to get under the skin of the offensive player you're contending with.
An opportunistic player. When Jackson sees an alley-oop opportunity, he doesn't pass it up.
Russell against Morant. From outside the arc. The shot by Russell, no good. For Memphis, they've gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
That's a message by Karl Anthony Towns. Throws it down with authority.
Russell against Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving. No doubt whatsoever.
Towns gets the bucket.
Well, the very definition of a modern NBA big. You've got to shoot with range. Karl Anthony Towns, yes, sir.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Minnesota has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Outside Russell. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Length and strength and intimidation. Steven Adams sends it back.
From deep, Morant. And he recovers it. Pass to Brooks. 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Minnesota in the lead. And here's Russell. Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. McDaniels from long range. The shot misses. Now Memphis takes it the other way. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Brooks outside. Lets it go from deep. Edwards pulls it in. Minnesota shooting at 30% here in the second. Outside Russell. Towns a screen on Morant. Russell the pass to Towns. Out of bounds. It'll be Grizzlies ball.
Substitution on the court.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Timberwolves ahead, up 1. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. If you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
This guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
On the court for Minnesota, they've got Kyle Anderson, Jalen Noel out there with Jordan McLaughlin. Then there's Taurean Prince, and it's Reed in at center, filling out the middle. Anderson covers. 6 to shoot. Here's Conchar. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here's Noel to the paint. Here's Reed. Pass to McLaughlin. The 3. Kept alive by Minnesota. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Green. Memphis trailing here. Here's Jones, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one on Anderson. That's good from Jones. And it's tied up with that one. Here's Anderson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Reed sets a screen. Here's McLaughlin. And it's off from three-point range. The Grizzlies shooting an average of 43% for the floor. On the wing, Green. For the lead. Rebound, Minnesota. Down low. Here's Anderson. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. And that one misses. And here are the Grizzlies now. 2-point game. Pass to Green. For three. Can't hit that one. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Here's Anderson. Got a piece of it. Now Green. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Green's got his first bucket in this one.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Man, the defender really went after him.
That one misses. And the second free throw is good.
You know, he gets them the lead at the free throw line despite the one miss.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. For the lead, again, the Grizzlies. Good for 2 more. Here's McLaughlin. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Out to the wing. Prince down low. Green covering. Kicks it out to Anderson. Reed a screen on Jones.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Now here's Jones. Pass to Conchar. Back to Jones. Anderson covers. Shot clock at 5. And the ball out of play. Timberwolves will have it. A line change here for Memphis. And Minnesota calls time here. Well, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
He's getting loose and doing work. They want to talk this over and find some answers.
And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Russell, the pass to Edwards. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Edwards got 8.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior. What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
The great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
Pass to Bain from behind the arc. No good that time. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Right side, Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, Anthony Edwards came into the league with a reputation as a scorer. He is starting to hum a little bit right here.
Moran against Edwards. From deep, Bain knocks it down from distance.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Russell against Moran. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
You cannot be careless guarding D'Angelo Russell. This guy's so good at putting the defense in tough spots.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. So it's the Grizzlies now. They trail by 3. Payne with a screen on Edwards. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
The 3 from Russell. No good on the buzzer beater. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. Timberwolves ahead, leading by 1. We'll get right. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the 4th quarter could have more action in store for us. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. It's Edwards with a drive.
You better get out of the way. So much power from Anthony Edwards off that drive. Look out.
Edwards against Moran. The 3 from Bain. And a great assist by Moran as that one goes. It's a tie ball game.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. On the wing, Brooks lets the 3 fly, and again, it's Memphis with a 3.
And Morant is a natural leader, someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Russell, the pass to Edwards, back to Russell. Oh, stolen by Morant. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Bain against Russell. Off target at the rim. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in. Tight ball game coming down the stretch.
Yeah, with 7 lead changes thus far, this has been a thriller.
Outside Morant. Brooks finds Morant. Outside Bain. Beyond the arc. Fires in the triple. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Outside Russell. Pass to Edwards. Now Towns. Back to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
You love to see Karl Anthony Towns with the great decision-making. Passes up a scoring opportunity to find a teammate.
Moran against Edwards. Stolen by Russell. Towns with the ball. Pass to McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. Clock at 6. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Morant with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. And here's Jackson. Outside for Morant. Yes! And a nice assist from Jackson. Morant's got 24 points.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's a guy you trust to make big shots.
Russell, the pass to Gobert. Deflects the pass. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
And he's going to the line for 2. And with this game coming down to the wire, they're quick to use their coach's challenge. Asking for a review. This could be a big call.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA previous policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. The rule is confirmed. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Taylor Jenkins was discussing with his players. He told his squad to pour on the gas, saying, quote, "We hold the lead. Let's keep growing it. Be aggressive. This is no time to let up."
Okay, thank you, Allie. Jackson outside. Outside Morant. Brooks, the pass to Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Can you say prime time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Payne against Edwards. Nice move. And he buries it. And that one brings him within one.
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Adams with a screen on McDaniels. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Pass to Adams. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. They can't afford to waste this shot.
Moments like this are what it's all about.
Edwards against Payne. Count it!
And coming down the stretch, you just can't afford that type of defensive breakdown.
And right now, neither side can get a stop. Looks like both coaches will have plenty of material for the film room.
Outside Morant. Three-pointer Brooks. Can't knock in the three. And no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge to make them take another look at the call.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many previous plays still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Ooh, knocks down the clutch free throw. He makes the second free throw, and that gives him a lead. And so he's good on all three free throws. And that'll put him up 2.
Now that's how you capitalize at the line. As long as they play good defense, they should have this win sealed.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're behind by 2. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here. When your stars shine bright in the toughest moments, Towns the look of a superstar.
Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. And a big mental mistake as they called timeout when they had none remaining. And they'll pay for it with maybe the rarest of technical fouls.
A total lack of awareness there. Didn't seem to know they were out of timeouts. You don't expect to see that at this level.
Grant, he just completely lost his concentration, I think. Should have been paying better attention at that moment. And so it's the Grizzlies who come out on top here. That was...
and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy.
Here we go.
These guys are ready to go. So Memphis will get the first possession. Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point. Enzo Ayton will bring it up for the Suns.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
Here is Paul, following the basket by John Morant. Bounce pass from Paul. Crowder finds Booker. At the elbow, Paul. Shot clock at 5. Off target from three-point range.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Bridges with the steal. Paul against Morant. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist by Ayton.
Well, a master weaver, Chris Paul, through those screens and rolls and angles on the floor. His dribble moves are just incredible.
Morant against Paul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Yeah, 76% from the line a season ago, and most would consider that to be a success.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Already embracing his role as a leader on this team. Morant brings a strong work ethic and winning mentality to this team. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And here's Morant after Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
Now here's Booker. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Morant with a wide open look. Off target from outside.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Morant with the steal.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
And the layup's good off the glass. Morant's got 7.
And it just seems like Morant is always ready to outwork the defense. A big effort pays off for him there inside.
Now here's Booker. Crowder kicks to Booker. Trains it from beyond the arc. Booker's got his second bucket.
Just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
Here's Bridges, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
Morant outside. A three-pointer is right on target. 10 points for him.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. Clock at 4. Stolen by Jackson. for the finish, and Jackson throws it down.
And this kid throws down some mean dunks. Jackson showcasing his athleticism on that one.
Now here's Paul. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Back to Crowder. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Shot clock at 6. Booker, no good. Morant with it. The 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for Memphis.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your son's youth dance team.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Grizzlies.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming. So they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. Now here's Jackson over Paul. Here's Adams out to Brooks to the wing right side. Now here's Morant for 3. Sinks the triple. Morant's got the lead up to 5 now for Memphis.
And that's just a great job of staying ready by Morant. He didn't need to dominate the ball to score there.
Paul dishes to Crowder. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. The 3 from Morant. No good on that one, and Phoenix will come the other way.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And the Grizzlies leading by 5. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away.
Jackson Jr.
What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
And here's Crowder following the 3 from Jaren Jackson. Bridges inside the 3-point line. Ayton. Paul with the ball. Now defended by Adams. Paul passes to Ayton. Count it.
Defense unable to stop DeAndre Ayton at that time, getting inside and using his frame.
Morant kicks to Bane. Adams outside. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Here is Paul following the score by Memphis. The shot. Bridges misses. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. The 3 from Morant. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And no question, Morant has the range. Now he's working on the consistency, but the shot looks good.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found the temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD, the 2 players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. We'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. And that one's good. Morant.
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
Bane against Booker. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Now here's Brooks. No points in the game yet for him. Back to Morant. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Payne with the bucket.
A point who knows his role. Ja loves setting guys up, always looking to pass it.
Paul passes to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now here's Morant. He's got 21. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And Morant throws it down.
And relentless in his attack, Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
Passes it to Ayton. In the corner, it's Bridges. To the middle, it's stolen by Adams. Here's Jackson. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies.
Score. Your Suns, 22. The Grizzlies, 33.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Sarge and Johnson are on the block. Andrew Shamet is out there with Cameron Payne. And it's Lee in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
They kick it out to Green. Pulls from the top of the key. Phoenix grabs the miss.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
And the foul called on Danny Green.
First team foul.
That's his first foul. Now here's Payne. D right on him. Sharge outside. Back to Payne. Pocket 6. Sharge in the high post. The 11-footer. Green with the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. Left side, Jones. And there's the pass to Tillman. Here's Conchar. Drills the three-pointer. Conchar's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Their plan working to perfection there, if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Conchar. They kick it out to Green from past the arc. Johnson with the rebound. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And so it's Memphis with it after the Suns pick up 2. Outside, Jones lays it up and banks it in. Jones has got his first points in this one. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And here's Payne. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Lee dishes to Payne. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Hands it from downtown.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed if he can wind up that open from three-point range. I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Now here's Payne. Shamet kicks to Payne. Kicks it out to Johnson. Beyond the arc. That shot misses, and it's Memphis the other way. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Suns trail by 15.
Well, you like the role that Cam has accepted as a guy who comes in and gives immediate energy and impact to the offense. He does a little bit of everything, but he certainly is a spark plug.
And that one's good. Shemet.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Outside, Jones. He's guarded by Johnson. Over to the wing. 5 to shoot. Outside, Green. And the 3 off target. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Here's Lee to Shemet. Offline with his 3. Memphis leading by 13. Jones in the post. Payne covering. George grabs the board.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Johnson, the pass to Lee. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. To the paint. Here's Green over Lee. Covered by Johnson. There's Green with the 3. Cranes the three-pointer. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. And as we end the third quarter at the double-digit deficit, we'll make it tough to come back.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And the Grizzlies leading by 16 on the court for Memphis to start the fourth. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams, and at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Count that bucket.
Chris Paul, a crafty finisher, gets inside, and despite being 6 feet, will find a way to get it done.
Morant against Paul. Brooks with a screen on Paul. Now here's Morant for 3. His 15th try is a miss. Now 9 for 15 from the floor. Bridges finds Ayton. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Ayton inside. Guarded by Morant. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Yeah, this is a maturity play here. Lots of pressure around him, and he doesn't speed up.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want and continuing to take advantage of that three-point line.
Stolen by Jackson. Outside, Bane. Off target with his 3. Suns trail by 15. And Booker kicks to Bridges. Kicks it out to Booker. Drills it from outside.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
The 3 from Morant. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Paul passes to Booker. Launches a 3. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Well, he's doing everything he can to make them competitive. And by everything, I mean draining threes.
And just so dynamic at that lead guard position. Morant there just stuffs it.
Paul dishes to Booker. Back to Paul. Uncovered. That one doesn't go. And the Grizzlies leading by 11. To the inside. Here's Bain.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Booker finds Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. No good on the three. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. And it's Morant missing. Booker looking around. Paul passes to Crowder. Back to Paul. 1:39 left in the fourth quarter. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
A nice shot by Booker.
Just such a gifted scorer. I mean, Devin Booker, a guy that drops 70 once in a game. You got to be kidding me.
Morant outside. It's Brooks on the wing. Back to Morant. 6 to shoot. Lets the three fly. A shot, no good. Now the Suns take it the other way.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Grizzlies.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but they really kept the ball under control.
They were both focused and relentless.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Ja Morant.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Brooks outside. From deep. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Fate looking very thin now, Greg, with very few ticks of the clock remaining.
They'll need something special to happen, and it needs to happen fast.
Tries again. Shot by Crowder, no good. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and